Okay. So next we see about the flow, heat transfer, heat transfer flow over the cylinders and spares. Okay. So these problems are related with the external flow. Okay. So before going, we just see about the what are the parameters we find out the flow over cylinders and or even the spheres. Okay. So before we see that the boundary layer thickness with the flat surfaces and use of thermal boundary layer thickness and velocity boundary layer thickness. Okay, so that is a hydrodynamic boundary layer. Okay, so next we see about the flow over the plates. Okay, so flow over cylinders, we having the internal flow and external flow. Okay, so we have a cylinder as spheres. So for example, if we take as a cylinder, okay, the flow of fluids represent in the internal flow. Okay, this is a internal flow. Okay, then the flow of fluids represent the exit into external area. Okay, so only the flow is opposite section. Okay, so even though internal and external flow are possible to flow in this cylinder. Okay, in the cylinder having the external flow. Okay, then it is an internal flow. So internal flow represent the tube sections. Okay, so cylinder problem having the hollow cylinders like a tube section. Okay, we increase in the thickness like a hollow cylinders and minimum thickness named as a tube. Okay, for if with the flow, if the cylinder section, the flow is over there, that is a external flow. Okay, in this problem deals with external flow. So the flow of fluid having the two regions, just with the thickness about the boundary layer thickness of fluid flow, like in cylinder and sphere. Okay, so we consider the sphere. So this is a sphere. So this is a sphere ball or anything there. Okay, so the flow like this direction. Okay, we already see in the flat surface body layer thickness. So we taken it as a u infinity. The velocity is a streamline velocity. Okay, so at this stage, the flow is like this direction. Okay, and then another flow. Okay, the region of flow like this. Similarly, bottom layer. Okay, so in this layer, the surfaces are there and taken like this. Okay, so in this point, in this flow of layer is less velocity that make us a wake. The name is a wake. Okay, so and then the layer of this, so the surface layer of these thicknesses, thus carry out the boundary layer. So this point is a boundary layer. Okay, the flow of like this surface between attain the 99% of the u infinity. Okay, that is a boundary layer in the sphere problem. So okay, so in this flow, in viscous flow, there's a change in the flow in this area that represent the in this side flow. Okay, so the point of flow, this direction, the starting point, that is a stagnation point. So in this point, we know that in this point is a stagnation point. There is no changes there. Okay, there is no changes in velocity. Okay, and then in this region, so in this represent this change in velocity occurs in from boundary layer thickness. This will be changed in this area. Okay, so this area is named as the separation point. Separation point. Okay, so this is a two-layer region. So inviscid region and a boundary layer region. So this layer is very important. So first region is the inviscid flow, that is change in stream velocity into the that is initial velocity represent the thickness like a boundary layer thickness. In this surface to the attaining of streamline velocity at 99% thickness is boundary layer thickness. Okay. So the pressure gradient along with the surface of zero, so surface of cylinder becomes a not zero. Okay, so it having some velocity are there, but in the pressure gradient responsible of the development surface, it's represent the backside of the cylinder. Okay, this is the backside of the cylinder. That is a flow of that is cylinder or sphere. Okay, we converted into cylinder or sphere. Same concept are there. The cylinder or sphere. Okay, that is the same concept. Okay, so that force is represent the extent of the flow. The like is a wake flow. Okay, so okay, so this is represent the external flow. Okay, next class we see internal flow. Just we follow the external flow. That related problems, we have two problems in external flow. Just we see about it. Okay. Okay. So in this problem, we find out the heat losses. Okay, so that is heat losses, and then what are the datas are given. Okay, so that is air at that is fluid temperature, that is given temperature is T infinity is 20 degrees Celsius, and velocity the u is equal to 30 kilometer per hour. So the fluid over this over cylinder. Okay, so like this is a cylinder. Okay, so the flow over the cylinders, that is a diameter is 400 mm. Okay, so it is converted into 0.44 meter. Okay, so and is height, so that is height of the, so length or height, it is an horizontal portion, we take it as vertical, that is height, that is 1500 millimeter, we convert it into meter, that is 1.5 meter. Okay, so and then given the surface temperature, that is a plate surface, the plane surface temperature is a 45 degree Celsius, that is taken as a dW. Okay, so just the given data, that is a fluid temperature, that is the air temperature, also known as the fluid temperature, that is 15 degrees Celsius, and velocity u is equal to 30 kilometer per hour. Okay, so it is a kilometer per hour. If we change into meter per second. Okay, so we change the meter per second. So 30 into so kilometer 1000, that 10 power 3 divided by hour, that is taken as a 3600 second. Okay, okay, so just to solve it, we get u value, that's the flow velocity is 8.33 meter per second. Okay, then diameter is also given, that is 0.4 meter, we already find out the conversion. Okay, and the height is, that is the length. Okay, length is 1.5 meter, and surface temperature, that is a 45 degree Celsius. Okay, so any problem we find out the fume temperature. So that fume temperature, we need to find out the properties of air. Okay, so we find out, we know that this fume temperature Tf is equal to T, that is temperature plus fluid temperature, that is air temperature, okay, divided by 2. So we know the surface temperature 45 degrees Celsius plus fluid temperature is 15 degree. So divided by 2, we get the 15 divided by 2, that is a 30 degree Celsius. Okay, we need the data from HMT data book. Okay, so from HMT data book, okay, so in 8th edition, we use the 8th edition. Okay, so just if you are using 9th edition, so just mention the page number. Okay, in 8th edition, HMT data book is page number is 34. Okay. So we find out the properties of air, that is the film temperature. So properties of air at 30 degrees Celsius. Okay. So we find out the values from data book page number 34. So density is given, that is 1.165 kilogram meter cube, and dynamic viscosity, that is 16 into 10 power minus 6 meter square per second. Then Prandtl number, that is a 0.701, and thermal conductivity. So we know that the Prandtl number is a dimensionless number, that is just not having the unit. Okay, so thermal conductivity, that is for properties of 30 degrees Celsius, that is 0.02675 watt per meter Kelvin. Okay, so this data are from HMT data book with the addition of the 8th edition. 8th edition, that is the page number is 34. Okay, so it's still 9th edition, it should be just change the page number. Okay, let it tell that what's the page number of 9th edition. Okay, so that flow is we need to find out the Reynolds number. So we use Reynolds number. We know Reynolds number. So Reynolds number. Okay, so R is equal to UD divided by V. Okay, that's the dynamic viscosity. So we know that velocity, that is 8.33, and diameter is 0.4 divided by dynamic viscosity is already from data book 16 into 10 power minus 6. Okay, we solve the values, we get the Reynolds number is 2.08 into 10 power 5. Okay, so from the data book is page number 34. So and then from the data book page number 116, we find out the Nusselt number. Okay, so from Nusselt number, Nu is equal to C into Reynolds number for M and PR to 0.33. Okay, so we use the Reynolds number in the Nusselt number. Okay, so you find out the value, that is value is 0.0266, and value is okay. So the Nusselt numbers are, we find out the Nusselt number from the given formula from HMT data book page number 116. Okay. The Reynolds number is corresponding to the C value, that is M value is 0.001. Okay. So from HMT data book, we need the values of, find out the value of M and C. Okay. So from HMT data book, page number, we use a page number 8th edition, 116. Okay. That is 8th edition. Okay. So we need the value of C and M. Okay. With respect to Reynolds number is 2.08 in 10 power 5. Okay. So we already find out the Reynolds number value. Based on Reynolds number value, we find out the C and M value. Okay. The C value is we get C value from data book. C is 0.0266, and M value should be 0.805. Okay. So substitute the value C and M value in Nusselt number. We find out the Nusselt number, that is a 451.3. Okay. So based on this Nusselt number, we get the heat transfer coefficient. Okay. So we know that how to find out the heat losses in heat transfer. That is QC. That is a convection. So we know that Newton's law of cooling, Q is equal to HA into del T. That is a surface minus surrounding temperature. Okay. So we know that area and temperatures, but we does not know heat transfer coefficient. So based on this, we find out the Nusselt number. Okay. So we know that Nusselt number is equal to formula for Nusselt number HD divided by
K. Okay. So based on this formula, we find out the H value. Okay. So we know that Nusselt number, just put the value 451.3. We did not know heat transfer coefficient, but we know the diameter, that is a 0.4. Okay. Divided, that is 0.4 meter, and thermal conductivity from properties like from the HMT data book already find out, that is a 0.0265. Okay. So solve the equation, we get a heat transfer coefficient as H is equal to um, H is equal to 451.3 into 0.0265 divided by 0.4. Okay, so we get the heat transfer coefficient is uh, so we get 30.18 watt per meter square Kelvin. Okay, so just to solve the values, we get the heat transfer coefficient. Okay, so just this H value is put in the heat transfer loss. Okay, we found out the heat losses, that is a QV is equal to, there is a convection problem, that is convection is based on Newton's law of cooling, the TW minus T infinity. Okay, so we know that heat transfer coefficient, that is a 30.8, and this is a cylinder, that the formula for area of cylinder, that is a pi r square, and that's a pi dl. Okay, so just to mention the pi dl, the pi diameter is a 0.4 and L is a length. So L is a 1500 millimeter. We convert into meter, 1.5 meter into delta. That is a surface temperature, TW. The TW means surface temperature. The given temperature, surface temperature is 45 minus surrounding temperature, that is 15. Okay, so we solve it. Okay, solve the values, we get heat losses, that is nearly 1705.7 watt. Okay, so this is simple problem, only we find out the heat losses. Okay, so we know that heat losses or heat transfer, this is a formula for heat transfer. Okay, uh, we find out the heat transfer rate or thing. Okay, first we find out the heat transfer coefficient. Based on heat transfer coefficient, we need Nusselt number. Okay, we need Nusselt number, we need Reynolds number. So we require the Reynolds number, we need some values, U divided by, so UD divided by kinematic viscosity. So we need the value of kinematic viscosity and velocity. So from the proper data book, we get the details from page number 34. Okay, just use the HMT data book and get the values, just put on the formulas, we get the result. Okay, so another problem we go. So this is a tube section problem. Okay, this is a tube section problem. Just we give the outline of the problem. Okay, so just see the air at 40 degrees Celsius, and then that is a fluid temperature, that is T infinity T. Okay, and velocities are given. The tube velocity, the flow velocity is 30 meter per second, and the tube surface temperature, that is TW, as given. Calculated heat transfer coefficient. So that is if we find out the H. Heat transfer means that is only Q. Heat transfer coefficient is H value should be find out. Okay, so you give the two cases. So first cases, the tube section becomes the square shaped tube section. So another is a the tube section considered as the, one second, this is not square. This problem is mentioned is wrong. That is a cylinder. Okay, cylinder with a dia of 6 centimeter. Okay, dia of 6 centimeter. Okay, this is not mentioned as that. Okay, so this is correct, this is wrong. Okay, in this tube section are the cylinder tube section. Okay, okay, so you have same value, same velocity at the same fluid temperature and the same surface temperature, only with changes in area. Okay, this tube is a square shape, and but this tube is a cylinder shaped uh, cases. But we have two cases, we find out the H, that the heat transfer coefficient. So just you know the given data. Um, so that is a fluid temperature, that is 40 degrees Celsius. There is from, and velocity U is equal to 30 meter per second. Okay. and then surface temperature that is a given, that is a 120 degrees Celsius, that is TW 120 degrees Celsius. Okay, so all data are noted. Okay, then we find out the first we find out the fume temperature. Based on the fume temperature, we find out the on the properties of air. Okay. One second. Okay. So next we find out the fume temperature. So TF is equal to TW plus T infinity. Okay. TW plus T infinity divided by 2. Okay. That is a 40 plus 120 divided by 2. Sorry, that is at 120 plus 40 is the same thing as for fun. So we have 160 divided by 2, that is 80 degrees Celsius. Okay. From HMT data book, we find out the properties of air. So properties of air is 80 degrees Celsius. Okay. So HMT data book, just a shorter note, data book page number is 34, that is 8th edition. Okay. The values are find out from data book. The density is a 1 kilogram per meter cube, and kinematic viscosity is 21.09 into 10 power minus 6 meter square per second. Okay. And then Prandtl number is 0.692, and kinematic viscosity 0.03047 watts per meter Kelvin. Okay. So these values are from HMT data book. Okay. So first case, this is first case. We find out the case one. Okay, the case one said as a tube should be put in, could be square shaped tube. So we use the area as a square area. So area of square. Okay. Before we go into case one, so this is a yeah, we already find out the TF temperature. First we find out the case one. We consider the square shaped tube, that is side as a 6 centimeter. Okay. So that is L is 6 centimeter is changed into a meter, that is 0.06 meter. Okay, so taken as a meter, and then we find out the Reynolds number. Okay, so that is UL divided by V. So U is a velocity already given in the questions, and L is a 0.06 divided by kinematic viscosity. We find the values from data book, that is 21.09 into 10 power minus 6. Okay, we solve the values, we get the 0.8 53, so 10 power 5. Okay, so in case if we having the 10 power 5, that is a less than 5 into 10 power 5, so we find the Nusselt number is becomes the Nu is equal to C into or Reynolds number power N into P Prandtl number power 0.33. Okay, so we find out the values N and C. This is a square. Okay, in the data book HMT data book page 119, we get the values N and C. That is a square tube. So the square tube value of N and C is N is equal to, we get a value from data book 0.675 and 0.092. Okay, so from HMT data book, this a page number is 119. Okay, so that is a 8th edition. So Nusselt number, formula for Nusselt number 0.092 into the given value, C values, that is SC values from Reynolds number, that is a 0.853 into 10 power 5 into 0.692. Okay, that is that is a, so that is a value given from, that is a Prandtl number. Okay, that is 0.333. Okay, we solve the equation, we get Nusselt number. Okay, this Prandtl number from properties, that is from HMT data book, and Nusselt number we get 173.3. Okay, so based on the Nusselt number, we already know how to find out the heat transfer coefficient. From Nusselt number is Nu is equal to HL divided by K. section. Okay, so we have the Nusselt number. We know that how to find out the heat transfer coefficient. That is N is equal to, before problem we already see the N is equal to HL divided by K. We know that Nusselt number value, that is 173.3, equal H. Well, we find out the heat transfer coefficient as H is 0.06 is a length. Okay, and then thermal conductivity from data book 0.03047. Okay, we solve the values, we get H values, heat transfer coefficient for case one. Case one means the tube section, the flow of tube section at the diameter of sorry, at the length of the side length of 6 centimeters. So heat transfer coefficient H is equal to 88 watt meter square by Kelvin. Okay, this result for case one. Okay, so next the case two is similar to case two. Okay, so in case two, we give the heat transfer coefficient. We find out the heat transfer coefficient based on the cylinder. Okay, so before we find out the square tube, it is a cylinder tube. The cylinder section that is a diameter of 6 centimeter. Okay, converted into 0.0. One second. That is a 0.06 meter. 0.06 meter. Okay. Then we find out the Reynolds number UD divided by V. Okay, before we use a formula UL divided by V, because that is a square section. So this is a cylinder section. We use a diameter. Okay, so velocity is a 30 and diameter is 0.06 divided by kinetic viscosity from data proof, that is 0.09 into 10 power minus 6. We solve the equation, we get the Reynolds number 0.853 into 10 power 5. Okay, so we already know that in this cylinder section, the Nusselt number is a C. From the data book, we get the Nusselt number formula, that is M into PR whole power 0.333. Okay, we found the M and C value from the data book page number. Before problem, we already see in cylinder problem, we get values from page HMT data book page number. There's a page number is 116, that is 8th edition. Okay, so C value is 0.0266 and the M value is 0.805. Okay, so substitute C and M value in this equation, the Nusselt number we get 0.0266 into 0.853 into 10 power 5 whole power 0.805 into 0.692 whole power 0.333. Okay, we solve the equation, we get value Nusselt number is 213. Okay, same procedure, we find out the Nusselt number. Based on Nusselt number, we find out the heat transfer coefficient. Okay, so Nusselt number is equal to H D divided by K. Before the problem, HL divided by K is because there is a square section. This is a cylinder section. So HL divided by K. Okay, we know that the value of D and K. Okay, so substitute the value from Nusselt number is a 219.3 equal to H into diameter is a 0.06 divided by thermal conductivity, that is 0.03047. Okay, from this solvation we get the transfer coefficient H is equal to 113, so 111.3 watt per meter square Kelvin. Okay, this result for heat transfer coefficient on case. Okay, so same problem, but we have the two cases. The first case is a square, second case is cylinder. Okay, so in this problem, in Nusselt number mentioned as a L value, but in this, because this is a square section, this is a cylinder section. Okay, so case one, heat transfer coefficient is finally write out the result. Okay, case one is a 88 watt per meter square Kelvin, and case two represent the heat transfer coefficient of case two because it is a cylinder. So heat transfer coefficient H is a 111.3 watt per meter square Kelvin. Okay, this class we see about the internal flow over the cylinder. Uh, uh, okay, so just we see about the only external flow. These are the external flows. Okay, so there is a flow over the cylinders and the spheres, and then we go next we go internal flow.